Hi everyone. Today I'm making my no-bake coconut breakfast bars, and I've made so many varieties of these. I've made a matcha variety, and I made a chocolate variety, and a kefir variety, but this is by far my favorite, and it's the golden milk flavor. And what I love about it is that it's very anti-inflammatory because it has turmeric in it. It has cinnamon, which is an antimicrobial. It has ginger, which is a prokinetic. So it's so good for you. Golden milk comes from the tradition of Ayurveda, which is the medicine of India. And it's one of those medicinal drinks that's made with all those spices plus coconut milk. And instead of coconut milk, we're using grated coconut. So this is so simple. I made a little mise en place just to not waste your time, to just make everything go really fast. But basically the first ingredient is 1 cup of grated coconut. And then what keeps it together is coconut oil. And I use 1/3 cup of melted coconut oil. Okay, and then to sweeten it, I use 1 tablespoon of honey, and you can also use maple syrup. And I warm the honey up first just to make it really pourable. So 1 tablespoon, that's all it needs. And then you can leave this out if you have a nut sensitivity, but I really like to put in another tablespoon of nut butter, and I have some cashew butter, but if you want to make this low FODMAP, you can use macadamia nut butter. You can use peanut butter, though I'm not such a big fan of peanut butter because it's kind of moldy. So 1 tablespoon of nut butter. And then the last one, to give it kind of a latte flavor, I do 1 tablespoon of coconut milk. But this is basically coconut cream here, which is fine because it just sort of melts into coconut milk. So the last ingredient is the spice mixture, and I already pre-mixed it just to save time. This is basically turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, and a pinch of black pepper, and it's a half a teaspoon of each. And then I also put 1 tablespoon of collagen in it, just to give it more gut healing power. And I also put some prebiotic fiber. My favorite is paleo fiber in it to give it even more health benefits. So pour that in there, mix it up. It's pretty much that easy. After you mix it, you just put it in the fridge to chill for a few hours, and it hardens up because of the coconut oil. And that's pretty much it. And I call these breakfast bars because for some reason this is what I crave in the morning. I have this with my cup of morning tea, and it's just lightly sweet and full of good fats and safe fiber from the coconut. So if it feels like it's not sort of coming together enough, you can just put a little bit more coconut oil in it. But really the hardest part is just the mixing it together, and it's really not that hard. There you go, all mixed up. So it's got honey in it, which is antimicrobial. It's got cinnamon, which is antimicrobial. It's got turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory. It's got ginger, which is prokinetic and wonderful for nausea and a lot of other things. And it's got coconut, which is also an antimicrobial. So this is really nice thing to eat for breakfast. I know when you're switching over to a gut healing diet, one of the questions I'm always asked is, what do you eat for breakfast? And I think this is a good option. And because it's so full of fat and it's so rich, you really can't eat too much of it. At least I can't. It's very satisfying to have, I don't know, like an eighth of one of these. So you just pat it down and just stick it in the fridge. And that's it. And that's how you make my golden milk, no bake coconut breakfast bars, a low FODMAP treat you can have for breakfast. And it's really good for you. That's it. Thanks for watching.